Hello everyone, welcome back to our sessions. In this video, I'm going to teach you the best trick to calculate LCM of a given values by using smart approach. Okay, here when we are calculating LCM, and I hope you all know that LCM means least common multiple. Okay, LCM means least common multiple. In the name itself having, we are taking common multiples. Okay, whatever it may be the given values, either it may be 2 digit number or 3 digit number or single digit number. Okay, we are going to take it out common multiples. Okay, but remember, in this video we are not going to solve LCM questions by using traditional approach. Okay, all the questions that we are going to solve by using shortcut. Okay, just by looking at the question we can easily identify which option will be correct in the given exam. Okay, so remember that in every competitive exam, minimum we can expect 1 or 2 questions on LCM and HCF applications. Okay, either they may ask you direct questions on LCM and HCF or indirect questions on LCM and HCF. Okay, but whatever it may be the question that they are going to ask you in the exam, by using our smart approaches, we can able to solve that question within fraction of seconds. Okay, remember guys, in exam time constraint is very important, so we need to solve that question within particular time. So this shortcut will be helpful for you to solve questions on LCM. Okay, let me show you the first question. Here if you see the question, find the LCM of 12 and 18. Okay, let me tell you how we can calculate LCM of 12 and 18 first by using normal approach. Okay, here LCM of 12 and 18 we can take it as 6 2 times is 12, 6 3 times is 18. Next 2 1 times, and here 3, next 3 1 time. Okay, so now what will be the LCM here? 6 into 2 into 3, which is equals to 6 2 times is 12, 12 3 times is 36. So LCM here is 36. Okay, LCM here is 36. Option B is correct. Okay, but if you observe here, the values are very easy, but okay, we can't get the same values in exam. Okay, in exam they will not give you very simple values. This is just to make you understand about what is meant by LCM and how we can calculate. But I prefer not to follow this approach in examinations. Okay, because in exams they will give you 2 digit numbers or 3 digit numbers or 4 digit numbers as well to calculate LCM. Okay, so if you follow this method for 2 digit or single digit numbers, it will be easy to calculate. Okay, what if they will give you 3 digit numbers or 4 digit numbers in exam? At that time students will face difficulties to calculate. Some students might not be good at calculations. Some, if they are good at calculations, of course you can calculate within 40 seconds or within 1 minute. Okay, but I will tell you the best trick to calculate within seconds. Okay, you can calculate answers for, I will teach you for 2 digit numbers and for 3 digit numbers as well as for 4 digit numbers as well. Okay, first listen, what I'm going to say is, here when we are calculating LCM of some set of values, either it may be 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers, the same approach will be applicable. Okay, now here we have 2 numbers. Okay, so when we are calculating LCM of 2 numbers, okay, remember that LCM is nothing but either highest number in the list or multiples of highest number. Here if you observe LCM, okay, LCM means least common multiple. Least common multiple, so you need to focus on multiples. Which multiples you need to focus on? Highest number multiples. Okay, always remember, again I repeat the statement, when we are calculating LCM of any given values, answer will be either highest number in the list or multiples of highest number. Okay, quite simple. And how we can decide whether answer is highest number or multiples of highest number? See here, in the list of 12 and 18, highest number is 18. Okay, so either my answer is 18 or multiples of 18. Okay, so how we can decide whether it is highest number or multiples of highest number? See here, 18. Now we need to check, just by looking at the value we can easily understand whether 18 is exactly divisible by 12 or not. Okay, 18 is not exactly divisible by 12. So 18 is not our LCM. So what is next multiple of 18? 18 two times is 36. Now we need to cross check with 36. That's it. Okay, now check whether 36 is exactly divisible by 12 or not. Of course, 12 three times is 36. So just we need to confirm whether it is divisible or not. We no need to bother about quotient or reminder. So here it was clearly confirmed that 36 is exactly divisible by 12. So answer will be 36. Okay, so answer is option B. Just by looking at the value. If you know, if you understand this logic, okay, for further questions as well, even if they will give you two numbers or three numbers as well, logic is same. Okay, I repeat it. You just clearly see the values. If the value in the given list, okay, identify what will be the highest number. Okay, in the given numbers here 18 is highest number, and our value should be either highest number or multiples of highest number. Okay, LCM should be always highest number in the list or multiples of highest number. Okay, so highest number is 18 here, and we need to check whether 18 is divisible by remaining numbers or not. Okay, now remaining numbers means here only 12 is there, so we need to check with 12. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with that. Okay, now we'll try to solve next question. Okay, now if you see this question, now we are not going to solve just by not by using any diagram or not by using any traditional way. Here 10, 15, 20. What is LCM of 10, 15 and 20? Now if you observe the values, what will be the first step? We need to identify what will be the highest number in the list. Okay, what is the highest number in the list? 20. Now we need to cross check whether 20 is exactly divisible by remaining numbers. What are remaining numbers? 10 and 15. Now of course 20 is exactly divisible by 10. Okay, but is that 20 exactly divisible by 15? No. Okay, so here if one number is not satisfying, we can't consider that the 20 is our LCM. How we can consider the given value is LCM means if that particular value is exactly divisible by 10 and it is also exactly divisible by 15, then only that will be our LCM. But here 20 is satisfying with 10, but 20 is not satisfying with 15. So 20 is not our LCM. So what is next multiple of 20? I already said that answer will be either highest number in the list or multiples of highest number. What is 22 is a 22 is a 40. So we need to check with 40 now. Okay, again same, 40 is exactly divisible by 10, but 40 is not exactly divisible by 15. Again 40 is not my LCM. Okay, what next multiple of 20? 23 times is 60. Now we need to check with 60. Okay, now 60 is exactly divisible by 10 and 60 is also exactly divisible by 15. If you observe, 60 is getting satisfied with 10 and 15. So final answer is 60. So 60 is our LCM. Okay, and I hope you understood this approach. So there will be many shortcuts I'm going to teach you in this video. Just remember that one by one, for easiest questions we can go with this approach. And I hope you all are clear with this. Only thing you need to identify highest number in the list and check whether highest number is exactly divisible by remaining numbers in the list or not. Either it may be three numbers. In this question they have given three numbers, but other questions if they will give you four numbers or five numbers, process will be same. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Okay, now we'll go with the next question. For this, answer will be option B, 60. Now next question, LCM of 24, 36 and 40. LCM of 24, 36 and 40. Now just pause the video and try to solve this question. Okay, later you can cross check with the solution. Now if you observe, okay, by using the previous approach, whatever I said, in the given list highest number is 40. Okay, now clearly it was say that okay, 40 is not exactly divisible by 24, 40 is not exactly divisible by 36, 40 is not our LCM. Okay, now next multiple of 40 is 80. 42 times is 80. Of course 80 is not exactly divisible by 24 and 80 is not exactly divisible by 36. Now we need to cross check with 43 times 120, 44 times 160. Okay, likewise we need to cross check with all the values. Means here if you observe, we need to cross check if 160 not satisfied, 200, 200 not satisfied, 240, next to 280, and so on. Okay, means if you observe all these values here, we need to cross check with multiples of 40. Okay, as I said in the previous questions, okay, our LCM should be either highest number or multiples of highest number. But if you follow this approach, if you follow this approach here, it will take again lot of time. Okay, it will take again lot of time. As I said earlier, we are going to solve LCM questions within fraction of seconds. Is that takes fraction of seconds? No, it is taking more than 30 seconds, or it is taking approximately 1 minute. Okay, so in the for these type of questions, we are not going to follow this approach. Okay, so similarly, based on the questions, okay, we are going to change our approach. Okay, see, very simple. The way how you are solving questions in exam is completely based on the logic and how you are going to understand from the question. Now if you go through this approach, it will take again a lot of time. So I'm going to teach you the best trick among all these for calculating LCM, and that trick will be applicable everywhere. Wherever you will see the questions on LCM, you can apply that rule. Okay, now what is that rule that we are going to apply is here divisibility divisibility rule. Okay, divisibility rule. Just by looking at the question, we can tell what will be the correct answer if you know the divisibility rule. Okay, this is what the best approach. Now how it is applicable for these questions? Okay, let me tell you here. If you observe 24, 36, 40. Okay, 24, 36, and 40. Now we need to cross check whether the given numbers is exactly divisible by that numbers or not. Very simple. Okay, let me explain you with small example. Let me try with the previous questions and then we'll come back to this question. Okay, now here 12 and 18, I will tell you how it will be applicable, divisibility rules. Now here when we are talking about LCM of 12 and 18 is 36, for sure this 36 should be divisible by given numbers, correct? 36 is divisible by 12 and 36 is divisible by 18, means this is what common multiple of 12 and 18. So for sure that answer will be divisible by 12 and 18. Now we are going to cross check with divisibility rules of 18. What is divisibility rule of 18? It should satisfy 9 divisibility rule and 2 divisibility rule. Okay, if you observe entire list here, all 4 options, divisibility rule of 2 means all numbers should ends with, I mean units place should be even. So all options are satisfying divisibility rule of 2. Okay, so all numbers are divisible by 2. Now cross check whether all numbers are divisible by 9 or not. What is divisibility rule of 9? Yes, of course, the digital sum or the sum of numbers should be divisible by 9. Here, if I will add the sum 2 plus 4, what is 2 plus 4? 6. Okay, 6 is not divisible by 9. So option A is wrong. Okay, next 3 plus 6. What is 3 plus 6? 9. 9 is divisible by 9. Of course. Now 4 plus 8. What is 4 plus 8? 12. Again, this is also not going to satisfy because 12 is not divisible by 9. Okay. Next 6 plus 0. 6 plus 0 means 6. Sum is 6. So again, this is also not going to satisfy with divisibility rule of 9. So only option which is going to satisfy divisibility rule of 9 is 36. Okay, so this just by looking at the values here, if it is 18, we need to cross check with the divisibility rule of 9, which option will get satisfied. Now similarly we are going to follow for remaining questions as well. Now if you observe this, okay, these numbers, okay, 10, 15, 20, here I'm going to consider just by looking at the values. You should check with all the numbers, but before that, here for 15 it should satisfy with 5 and 3. Okay, now check with divisibility rule of 5. Of course, all numbers are ends with 0 and 5. All options will satisfy divisibility rule of 5. So no need to bother about it. Now we need to cross check it whether the given numbers are divisible by 3 or not. Okay, whether the given number is divisible by 3 or not. Now here the given numbers are divisible by 3 means here the sum of the number should be divisible by 3. So here sum is 3. Of course, the option A satisfied. Here sum is 6, satisfied. Here sum is 9, of course satisfied. Here sum is 8. So option D cannot be our option. Okay, so our answer should be either A, B, C. Now here for 15 it is satisfied. For 15, 3 options satisfied. Okay, now for 20, what's the divisibility rule of 20? 4 and 5. So we need to check with, already we have cross checked with 5, so we need to check with 4. Okay, 4 means here if you observe, is that 30 divisible by 4? No. Next, 60 divisible by 4? Of course yes. 45 divisible by 4? No. So only option which is left out is option B. Okay, so which is quite easy to identify which answer is correct by using divisibility rule. Okay, and I hope you all are clear. Now we'll come back to our question. Now here the given numbers are 24, 36 and 40. Okay, 24, 36 and 40. Now here for what is divisibility rule of 24 or what is divisibility rule of 36 and what is divisibility rule of 40? No need to know that all divisibility rules. Okay, here just we need to check with one number, and if all options are satisfying with that number, then only we need to go with other numbers. Okay, now if you observe, here I am going to check with 9 and 4. Why? Because 9 4 times is 36. Okay, now this value should satisfy divisibility rule of 4 and also divisibility rule of 9. Okay, now what is divisibility rule of 9? Divisibility rule of 9 is the sum of numbers should be divisible by 9. Can you check with option A? What is the sum of numbers? 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0, 3. So 3 is not divisible by 9. Option A cannot be my answer. Next, 2 plus 4 plus 0, digital sum, I mean the sum is 6. So 6 is not divisible by 9. So option B is wrong. Next, 3 plus 6 plus 0, 9. 9 is satisfying. So 9 is divisible by 9. Okay, so C can be my answer. Okay, but don't fix it until you check all the options. Okay, C can be my answer. Now 4 plus 8 plus 0, sum is 12. So 12 is not divisible by 9. So only option which is satisfying is C. So answer is 360. Why I said that don't fix option C is correct? Okay, because that can be possible. Sometimes there are two options which will satisfy 9. Okay, so if two options are satisfying the same divisibility rule, you need to check with again another number divisibility rule. Okay, so be careful, don't fix it directly. Okay, you need to cross check with all the values. So rather than calculating by using traditional method, it's better to check with divisibility rule. Okay, and you can save a lot of time. Okay, you will get to know for the next questions, okay, how much time that we can save if you understand this logic. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Okay, LCM of 27, 63 and 72. See here options given as 4-digit numbers. Okay, now just pause the video and you just try it by your own, and later you can check with my explanation. Now here the given values are 27, 63, 72. We need to find LCM of these given numbers. Okay, now as I said earlier, again the same here, when we are considering any one of these option as LCM means for sure that option should exactly divisible by 27, 63, 72. But it's not actually required to know all divisibility rules. I again am telling that no need to learn or no need to remember all the divisibility rules. It's just you need to understand how we can segregate that numbers. See here 27 means here I can write it as 9 3 times is 27, correct? Okay, so 9 3 times is 27. So here we need to cross check with 9 as well as 3. Of course, if the number is divisible by 9, of course it will satisfy for 3. So I am going to check with divisibility rule of 9. Okay, now in case if, okay, assume that these two are satisfying with more than two options. Now I need to check with 72. Okay, 72 means again 8 9 times is 72, right? Again I need to check with, if already 9 satisfied, again I need to check with 8. Okay, similarly we'll just try to solve it by with 9. We'll cross check it with 9. Okay, what's the divisibility rule of 9? Sum of the numbers should be divisible by 9. Okay, what's the sum here? 5 plus 1 6 7 2 means 9. So here this the option, I mean digital sum is 9, so we can say that option A can be my answer. Okay, but don't fix it here. 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, so option B is wrong. Okay, next 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, so again option C not satisfied. Next 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 12, again this is also not going to satisfy. Okay, so only option which is satisfying is option A. Okay, in case if both options are satisfying, we need to cross check with divisibility rule of 8. We need to cross check with divisibility rule of 8. And some students might get doubt, sir, here how you can write 72 divisibility rule is how we need to check only with 8 and 9, because when we are dividing 72 into two parts, okay, any two numbers, suppose 72 can be written as like 236. Okay, 236 times, correct? Okay, and also here 72 can be written as, okay, 18 4 times. Okay, correct. So here these many ways I can split 72, right? Okay, why we are checking only with 8 and 9? Because divisibility rules will satisfy with only co-prime numbers. Okay, remember this, divisibility rules will satisfy with only co-prime numbers. Okay, so what is meant by co-prime numbers means, okay, the numbers are having HCF 1. Okay, any numbers which their HCF, highest common factor, is 1, okay, those numbers are said to be co-primes. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Now we'll go with the next question. Okay, LCM of 15, 25 and 29. Now you should tell like how you can take divisibility rule. 15, 25 and 29. Divisibility rule of 15 means it should satisfy with 5, it should satisfy with 3. Okay, can you cross check with that? What is divisibility rule of 5 means? That number should ends with 5 or 0. Okay, option A satisfied. Option B, I can directly eliminate option B. Okay, this is how it will work in examination. If you understand the simple logic, see here I can eliminate one option. Okay, simple way, I'm not doing any calculations and I'm not even thinking about it. Just by looking at 15, I can eliminate option B, because 15 divisibility rule is 5 and 3. It should, when the number is divisible by 5, for sure that should ends with either 0 or 5. Okay, so I can eliminate option B. Now option, I mean I need to check with 3, divisibility rule of 3. Okay, how you can check divisibility rule of 3? Given sum of digits in the number should exactly divisible by 3. Okay, this is what like approach or the method that many students used to follow. But here I will tell you how we can calculate divisibility rule of 3 and divisibility rule of 9. Okay, very simple. You, if you see any multiples of 3, okay, any multiples of 3, you can eliminate that. Okay, suppose if I'm checking with option A, okay, divisibility rule of 3, option A, 2335. Okay, we have 2335, right? So I'm just going to eliminate 3 and 3. If you see any multiples of 3, okay, you can directly eliminate those and you can calculate remaining. So 3 and 3 eliminated. So what is 5 plus 2? 7. 7 means not divisible by 3. Already option B eliminated. Next year, okay, 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, next to 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, so 12 will be divisible by 3. So we'll cross check with option D as well. Okay, 3 eliminated. Okay, next 5 plus 2, sorry, 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, but 14 is not divisible by 3. Option D is also wrong. So only option which is satisfying, option C, 2175. Okay, so this is how we can calculate LCM. And I hope you all are clear with this. Now we'll move on to the next question. Yes, very good question. And here we have 4 values. Two digit numbers and 2 3-digit numbers we have. Okay, just pause the video and you can try this question. See here, LCM of 26, 56, 104 and 182. Okay, but no need to cross check with what is divisibility, whether the given number is divisible by 104 or 182. Okay, again here some students are maybe good at calculations or may not be, but here without using calculators as well. Okay, here 26 and 56 is there. Immediately 56 means, of course, I can write it as 7 8 times is 56, correct? Okay, their HCF is 1, and those the students who don't know how to calculate highest common factor, HCF. Okay, so you can go through the videos that I have already posted in the channel. Okay, how to calculate HCF in a shortcut way. Okay, so if you have, you can clarify your doubts. Okay, so 56, 7 into 8, 7 8 times is 56. So here we need to cross check with whether the given options are divisible by 7 or divisible by 8. Okay, so now what is divisibility rule of 8? What's the divisibility rule of 8? Of course, we need to cross check with 3 numbers rather than checking all the numbers with 26, 56, 104 and 182. It's better to check with 8. Okay, so here 456 divided by 8. Okay, here 8 5 times is 40 and 56 8 7 times. Okay, so next here divided by 8. Okay, next 8 9 times and 1 time. Okay, next if it is divided by 8, okay, 8 9 times, 8 9 times is 72 and 28, so it is not divisible. Okay, and here also just you need to check with only 274. Okay, last three numbers, 274 divided by 8, 8 3 times is 24 and 34, right? 8 4 times is 32, so it is also not divisible. Okay, so 456. Okay, so here two options are getting satisfied. Okay, 456 is divisible by 8 and 728 is divisible by 8. Okay, two options are satisfying. So I already told you in the last question. Okay, sometimes when you cross check with the divisibility rules, multiple options will satisfy. Okay, at that time what we need to do? Now we need to go with remaining number 7. Okay, now 456 divided by 7. Okay, 456 divided by 7. Now is that satisfied? 7 how many times? 7 6 are 42, 36, 7 5 35, but it is not satisfied. So option A not satisfied. So only option which is left out is option B. If you want, you can cross check with that. 728 divided by 7, 7 1 times, 7 4 times, right? So 104, it is exactly divisible. So option B is correct. Okay, and I hope you all are clear. Now we'll move on to the next question. The largest 4-digit number exactly divisible by each of 12, 15, 18 and 27. Okay, they are asking us to find here the largest 4-digit numbers in the given options which is exactly divisible by 12, 15, 18 and 27. Okay, it's completely your wish which values that you are going to consider here. Divisibility rule of 12. What is divisibility rule of 12? 4 and 3. We need to cross check with 4 and 3. What is divisibility rule of 15? 5 and 3. Okay, what is divisibility rule of 18? 9 and 2. Okay, whichever you want, you can cross check with that. Okay, here we'll just consider 9 first. Okay, we'll cross check with 9. Okay, why I'm considering it as 9 means, of course, for 3 and 9 divisibility rules is very easy. Okay, here only thing we need to cross check with that. Once if it is done with 9, no need to cross check with 3. Okay, if it is divisible by 9, for sure it is divisible by 3 as well. Okay, so I'm cross checking with 9. So option A, the same logic, when you see any 9s or multiples of 9s sum, you can directly eliminate in the list. Okay, here 9690, how we can check divisibility rule of 9? 9 will get cancelled. Okay, so 6 plus 0 means 6, not divisible. So option A eliminated. Next 9 removed. 7 plus 2, what is 7 plus 2? 9. 0. So all values satisfied. So option B can be my answer. Okay, now we'll cross check with option C. 9 9 cancel. Here sum is 3, so something is left out. When you are cancelling the sum of multiples of 9, all numbers should get cancelled like option B. Okay, if you observe here, 9 cancel, 7 plus 2 9 again cancel, so nothing will be left out. Here it is 0, so this satisfied. Okay, now here 3 left out, so it is not satisfied. Now 9 9 cancel, again it is 6 left out, so it is also not satisfied. For the number 9 itself, we got to know that it is option B. In case if it is not satisfied, we need to cross check with 5. Again it is not satisfied, we need to cross check with 4 and remaining values as well. Okay, hope you all are clear with this. It is as easy as you think. The same logic will be applicable whenever you will see any questions on LCM. Immediately just go through that logic of divisibility rules. You will get answer in a very easiest way. Okay, now the next question. The number between 6,000 and 7,000 that is divisible by each of 12, 21 and 32. 12, 21 and 32. Okay, now what is divisibility rule of 12? Divisibility rule of 12 means it should satisfy with 4 and 3. What is divisibility rule of 21? It should satisfy with 7 and 3. Okay, so we'll cross check with 4 first. Okay, what is the divisibility rule of 4? Last two numbers should be divisible by 4. Of course, last two numbers are 40, divisible, 80 satisfied, 48 satisfied, and 64 also satisfied. So all options are divisible by 4. Okay, now we need to check with another value, 3. Okay, what is the divisibility rule of 3? If you see any multiples of 3, you can eliminate. I said, okay, 6 is eliminated, left out value is 4. So option A not satisfied. Why? Because left out value is 4, it is not divisible by 3. Next here, 6 eliminated, 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 is divisible, so option B can be my answer. Now here 6 eliminated, again 4 plus 8, 12. Option C can be my answer. Okay, so both answers are satisfied. Now 6 will get cancelled. Okay, left out value is 4. 4 is not divisible by 3. Okay, so option D eliminated. So if you observe, if you cross check with the divisibility rule of 3, here my answers can be either option B or option C. Now what we need to do? We need to cross check with 7. Okay, now what is divisibility rule of 7 means? Here I need to cross check with 6480, 6048. Okay, 6048. And remember, this is the logic for divisibility rule of 7. As many students used to feel that divisibility rule of 7 is difficult, but it is very simple. Now only thing you need to do is coming from unit digit, tens digit, hundreds or thousands, or you can take it from right to left. Okay, you can take it from right to left. Okay, so divide 3 numbers and 3 numbers. If it is 4 numbers or 5 numbers, whatever it is, 3 numbers as one set. Okay, 3 numbers as one set. If I will take first 3 numbers, okay, coming from the right, first 3 numbers as one set, only left out value is only one number. Okay, only left out value is one number. So write 3 numbers from the right side, 480, and subtract remaining set. Okay, so subtract 6. So 480 minus 6. Okay, 480 minus 6, 474. Now we need to check 474 is divisible by 7 or not. 474 is divisible by 7 or not. Here if you check with 4, how many times it will go? 7 6 times is 42. Okay, 7 6 times is 42, and here 54 left out. Okay, 54 left out means 7 8 56. Okay, so it is not satisfied. So 6480 not divisible by 7. 6840 6480 not divisible by 7. Now can you similarly do for 6048? 6048, same thing, whatever I said. Okay, you can divide from the left side 3 numbers as one set. Okay, what's the 3 numbers here? 048, 048, right? 048, and subtract remaining whatever it may be. Here 6 left out. Sometimes if they will give 5-digit number, 2 digits will left out. Write the same number here, okay, as it is, and subtract it. What is 48 minus 6? 42. Is that 42 divisible by 7? Of course it is divisible by 7. So option C is my answer. Okay, this is how we can cross check with divisibility rule of 7. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Now we'll move on to the next question. Okay, find the least 5-digit number which is exactly divisible by 12, 15 and 18. 12, 15 and 18. Okay, now here if you observe this 5-digit number, okay, least 5-digit number which is divisible by 12, 15 and 18. Again you need to cross check with 4 and 3. Divisibility rule of 15 is 5 and 3. And what is 18 divisibility rule? We need to cross check with 9 and 2. Okay, you can start with whichever the value you want. Okay, if just by looking at the value 12, okay, if you know that it should be divisible by 4, I can eliminate option B because last two numbers are not divisible by 4. So option B immediately eliminated. Okay, if you observe remaining values, last two digits are 88, it is divisible by 4, 20 is divisible by 4, 80 is divisible by 4. Now cross check with 3. What's the sum here? 1 plus 8 is 9. It is satisfied. 1 plus 2, 3, satisfied. Next here, 8 plus 1, 9. Okay, 9 plus 8, 17. So 17 means not satisfied. Option A eliminated again. Okay, so now our answer will be either option C or option D. Okay, now what we need to check, it is again divisible, I mean it is again satisfied with 5. Why? Because here when we want to cross check with the divisibility rule of 5, ends with 0. Here also ends with 0. C and D ends with 0. For sure it is divisible by 5. No doubt at all. And here next divisibility rule we need to cross check with 9. Okay, why? Because 18 is also there, right? What is divisibility rule of 9? Okay, divisibility rule of 9 is sum of the value should be divisible by 9. Here what's the sum? 3. Here what's the sum? 9. 9 is divisible by 9, but 3 is not divisible by 9. So option D is correct by using divisibility rule of 9. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Okay, so this is how we can calculate LCM questions just by using this simple shortcut called divisibility rules. Okay, you can get answer within fraction of seconds. And I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you all in the next session.